Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, February 6th. You can see the headlines, winter weather advisories continue. They may be dropped here later on this morning or towards noon as we expect some of this activity to diminish, but I still think we're going to see plenty of freezing drizzle throughout the morning, and that's only going to add to the accumulation of ice on tree limbs and such. Fortunately, not a lot of wind, so we don't think we're going to have any kind of a issue with power outages. Tonight we expect more freezing rain to come into the area and may even be accompanied by a few thunderstorms tonight into tomorrow. And so once again, we may be looking at more school issues for tomorrow morning, as we literally have hundreds of schools closed this morning due to all the freezing rain across the area. Yesterday, or our normal high rather, is 28, the normal low is 10. You can see 110 years ago we had 1.8 inches for a new precipitation record for the day. And that also produced a record snowfall for the day to 4 inches, again 110 years ago. You can see so far for the month of February we're about 3.2 degrees above normal. Yesterday we had a high of 39, a low of 24, just 1/100 of an inch of precipitation. But since midnight, including that, our storm total now up to 27 inches or 0.27 inches, as we picked up just over 1/4 of an inch. Snowfall, we picked up about a 1/2 inch of snow and sleet. We got about 1.5 inches on the ground. You can see 28.2 for the season. We're about 70% of our normal annual snowfall so far. Temperatures out there this morning, mainly in the upper 20s to the low 30s. The cool spot at Lakeview at 28, the warm spot 32 down at Jasper. On the satellite view, you can see the colder cloud tops as they move through the Great Lakes, producing that snow, sleet, and freezing rain across the area. And if we look at the radar, you can see some of that now moving off to the east. But even behind here, where you don't see any radar returns, more than likely freezing drizzle is occurring in those locations, and we expect that freezing drizzle to continue at least through the morning hours. But again, we may see the winter weather advisories dropped, but we may see new ones issued, at least from the areas from around the Lansing area off to the north for tonight, as another batch of freezing rain moves into the area. On the weather map this morning, you can see the low pressure system that's going to be moving up into the Ohio Valley, and again, that'll continue the freezing drizzle and freezing rain. Some of this freezing rain indicated here will be for the next system that's going to come up as we get into tonight and to tomorrow. You can see that next one moving in, and again, as that one moves in, we could see again, you can see where the line is around the Lansing area off to the north, maybe a few thunderstorms here late tonight into tomorrow morning as well. And then finally by Friday, cold front will come in. That'll bring on much colder air and very gusty winds by Thursday late in the day or at night into Friday morning. We could see wind gusts of 35 to 40 miles per hour. So we hope that we don't have a lot of ice accumulated, and hopefully much of that will melt, because if we have ice accumulated on some of the tree branches with those winds, we could have a lot of limbs go down and maybe some power outage issues as well. As far as precipitation, over the next 7 days, you can see a pretty decent amount of precipitation. Much of this will be in the form of frozen precipitation, especially as we get into tonight, and then we may switch over to a little bit of rain before it ends, and then we're going to have to watch a system for early next week. It could be a significant winter storm that may move into the Great Lakes region. Way too early to tell if we'll get rain or snow or a mixture, but it's something to keep an eye on right now. Again, later Tuesday into Wednesday for a possible winter storm at that time. As far as the radar over the next 16 hours, you can see how it shows this next batch of freezing rain, sleet, and maybe snow moving into the area here as we get into late this evening or tonight. And then that could cause more issues tomorrow morning. As far as snowfall, again, the WPC trying to put down some snow. It looks like it could be a very, very wet snow, could be in form of sleet. And this may be a little bit too high. It may be seeing some of this freezing precipitation, freezing rain in the form of snow. But again, heavy snow off into northern Wisconsin, into the UP is that winter storm that's going to give us our freezing rain tonight. Will bring heavy snow up to the northwest of us. As far as the forecast goes, you can see temperatures climbing into the upper 20s to low 30s with that freezing drizzle. Again, more freezing rain tonight with maybe another 1 to 2/10 of an inch north of Lansing. And again, we could see temperatures in the low 40s tomorrow, so hopefully that'll melt some of that off. And you get into the southern part of the state, you may be above 50 degrees tomorrow morning before the cold front comes through late in the day. And you can see our temperatures settle down back into the low 20s for highs, down into the single digits as we get into the weekend. And again, we'll continue to watch for next Tuesday. Right now would be our next significant winter weather threat. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.